Hey Spuddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome to what should probably be the last video in this Age of Wonders Thrones of Blood series. So, basic plan for this episode, defend our territory. That's step one of our plan. Part 2 is to attack Nolmach here, take this out, then we're going to swing south, head underground to finish off the Sunless Court and tie in a Greyblood. Then we're going to swing back up, push really far east, really far east, and head all the way over to Valor's End. We might be able to make it faster over here if we take an Umbral network. There might be a way, but we'll kind of play it by ear. Basically, we're going to mess these guys up. That's the general plan. We've got a bunch of really high-level units running around inside our territory. We've got ourselves a demi-giant ruins over here, so I'm going to start pushing this guy over to the east to partake in the killing of our enemies. We've got a work camp here. We already annexed the Haunted Halls. Perfect. So Nolmach is ready to be attacked. We're going to attack this lone unit in the southeast right here because that will allow us to pull in just a single unit into combat. Whereas if we attack the strong stack, we would attack a much bigger, much stronger army. So this is kind of a way that we can manipulate the battle into our favor a little bit more. We are going to have Revels of Blood as well as Tower Bombardment active here. Although they didn't actually have towers, unless I'm mistaken. They do have an absolute crap ton of Tyrant Knights, a hero, more Tyrant Knights, and then some Blood Cultists. So we do need to be careful about our Immortals dying and creating blood creatures for our enemies. Let's see what the auto combat offers us. Offers us a flawless victory. And when I say flawless, I mean no units actually died. That's good enough for me to accept. Let's follow it up with another attack. It's just a bunch of Tyrant Knights. Should be a pretty clean auto combat here. Alright, we lost a Thorned Skeleton Mage, but honestly, who gives a damn? We could recruit this Tyrant Knight, and that might actually be a little bit of fun. Let's recruit him. So we got a Grim Wolf Tyrant Knight, which is awesome. And Nolmach belongs to me. I could vassalize it, I could absorb it. Ooh, raising it would get me a lot of resources. Nom, 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 nom. Let's raise this baby. 1,230 gold, 200 knowledge, 200 mana, 650 extra gold, and a Tyrant Knight. Raise that city. I will make them regret ever opposing me. I'm hopeful I can get a pretty easy clean sweep here. Let me see. Yeah, can I cast a Revenant Whispers on them to guarantee a victory? Come on, auto combat. Play nice with me. Yeah, perfect. Thank you for the bunch of resources. Easy kill too. Dismiss that. We'll take those rewards. Ooh, we got a little Doombat. I like these. These are pretty tough units. I mean, it's a fighter unit. So the Painbringer is an awesome frontliner. I'm just trying to think, what is the ideal support unit for a Painbringer? It's probably Warlocks or something. Maybe Scalds. Painbringer is just an insane frontliner. It's actually ridiculous how good of a frontline unit this is. Okay, we've got an army ready to attack Dunvolton. Now, they have multiple Blood Exarchs and Knights and stuff. Jesus. So the general plan is to just take them out. So Dievovec has built a stonemason. We do have plans to make this into a scholarly city, so I may as well build a second research post. Although, maybe I should get my foresters up so I can boost along some things, like the granary. We definitely want our Masonic Hall, so I'll start production on that and I'll queue up a farm in here. This outpost is ready to annex something, but I can't remember why I built it here. I think I was just going to make a teleporter. So let's do that. Basically paying for itself and producing just a little bit of research while also providing me with teleporter access in the area. This outpost has expanded as well. I mean, just for fun, we could put a teleporter over here. Basically just cost me 10 mana per turn. Then we'll build some palisade walls in you. Malak the Exact has leveled up. This is my skirmisher hero. Level 19. So we have 2 more abilities we can pick up on Malak. So it might be worth it to just pick up an extra bit of DPS. I don't know how much we care about flanking. Actually, Fatal Strikes here is pretty good, actually, for melee attacks. And then we could go for the kill. Might not be bad to get those. Millennia's Disciplined has hit level 12. Let's grab Master of Shadow. This will give us access to Exhume Undead, which is a really nice summon ability. Still have a point we could spend here. I wanted this hero to basically be unkillable. So I think I'm likely to go down and grab Resistance, Defense, and greater defense, just to really fortify the effective HP of Millennia. Also, Warding Bond is crazy. Book Smart and Battle Wise. So we could deploy our scholars to gain a Warlock at the cost of some mana. We could lose mana for this, I think this is just pointless. I'm not even going to bother doing that. I mean, what's the benefit? In the meantime, let's start marching our armies south as was planned. So Stybor here is... he's getting some tier 4 good gear. Can we make some really good armor yet? Is that a thing we can do? Let's have a look. I want to go to head armor. We'll create, I don't know, like a crown, because this will be king. We could go for big hit points plus good defense, or a little bit more resistance. I think I'll go with the big hit points. This will be very, very useful. Make our heroes quite a bit harder to kill. Now, Isuf Grin here. We're not allowed to make roads inside territory that we're occupying, but not in full control. He's in command of a relatively crap stack. You're in command of this stack. Do we have better units? We have an Awakener that we could give him. So let me take out the Skeleton Spearman. Do we have any other cool units nearby? We have a Warlock we could give you, so we'll take out the Spearman. I want to get you higher tier units if we can, because higher tier units are, generally speaking, better. Stybor's army is like super weak right now. I would love to get him a Scald. Now, the problem with the Scald is that they're slow. It would lower the army's movement speed. But I definitely feel like if we replaced most of Stybor's stack with Painbringers, we just have a much better frontline army. Like, this is just straight up better than these, like, expendables. Tempted to honestly delete these. I don't think we need to do that. So I think, what's, like, the perfect... So, like, Painbringers, right? Draining Strike. They steal health. They do Tormenting Lash for Torment and Blood Parasite. They're immune to control loss, they're flankers, and heartless. I'm wondering if this unit would work really well with, like, Warlocks because of the Sundering Curse. If we had a really good support unit. I mean, the thing is, the Scald is a really good support unit, but it's slow. Is that slowness a problem? Is the question. Maybe it's fine that they're slow. I mean, this dragon has been with us since the start. I can't take him out of the stack, can I? No, he's been here from the beginning, dude. But basically, what I'm trying to do is reorganize my armies into, like, higher tier, more efficient stuff. I actually think, weirdly enough, that Warlocks might be the play. So let's have a look at Duskfort. What could we recruit here? What's like a good support unit for the Painbringer? Weirdly enough, the Blood Cultist might be really good because it does extra damage based on bleed. It really just gives us damage. I guess it gives us a really good chance of... We do get the Curse of the Reaper, which is very useful. And the Scarlet Plague will allow us to Blood Parasite. But the advantage of the Warlock is that Sundering Curse is just super good because it sunders enemy defense and resistance, meaning they take more damage. And they get a stack of Blood Parasite anyway. Well, at least they have a chance to. I just feel like Warlocks might actually be better than the Blood Cultist. I feel like if the Blood Cultist had like an extra 10 HP, it would be a lot better of a unit. But I think the Warlock just beats it. So, let me double check. What are your abilities again? Yeah, you've got a lot of really cool stuff. Okay. Let's get around to Warlocks to support our Painbringers. Like, that is the doctrine that we are going with. Necromancers aren't bad either, but the problem is they don't have AoE buff, which Scalds do. Scalds have 2 AoE buffs, which is crazy because you can almost always get them both off right at the start of the battle, giving you a huge power spike with Scalds. Speaking of which, let's go back with you and grab that Scald. I think the Immortal spam has, like, served us incredibly well, but I don't know if it is the play anymore. Let's put Denvolton under siege. It'll take a few turns to siege this down. They do have Beacons of Valor and stuff like that. Revels of Blood would be nice for the bleeding damage. Tower bombardment would be nice too. One of the biggest problems I have is with the walls always being built. That's where onagers can help. Burning the battlements could also help us out quite a bit here. Harassing the defenders would just really hurt them in conjunction with the bleeding from Revels of Blood. So there is something to be said for that. Maybe we'll go for the harass the defenders, just go for the free damage and get our stacks in and around the city. Ideally out of the gloom so we actually get some regen. And these are some pretty well put together stacks, generally speaking. They're not perfect, but they're okay. So Duskfort has produced an academy. It would be nice to go to the higher level town hall. That would allow us to produce more higher tier units. I could also go for the blacksmith to recruit warlocks faster. We are missing our Doom Depth Trench. Do we really need it? Do we really need the souls as well? We get so many from our crypt. Like, I don't think we really need it. I will build the ballista towers just to make the city a little bit harder to take. And the city stability is quite low as well, so I'll grab the bathhouse so we can keep that nice and high. Blade Hollow built a caltrop stash, and I'm probably going to do a very similar set of things. I'm going to grab the ballista towers and the bathhouse in there to keep it happy. We got a work camp in this outpost. Did I forget to capture this sanctuary? I did. Well, guess whose job that is? That's right. It's your job. I will force march you there, good sir. We can rebuild some ruined provinces, actually. It's been a while. These things have been wrecked for a while. We do have some new empire development skills. The siege projects are great. I could do with a big cash injection. I might just pick up this cash. I'm gonna just take that money. I'm just low on cash right now. We finished the Hardy Defender. This is a tier 4, very powerful thing. And this will be, so you're using a tier 4, which is perfect. You have a look at what we can do. What do you got here? You've got a Hardy Defender already, and you've got a Reinforced Protector. Let's give you the Hardy Defender. We've got some war parties on the way to my cities, and I'm scared. Battlefield Reanimation has been finished researching, which revives all friendly undead units with 50% of their total hit points, and non-undead corpses come back as decaying zombies. So that was our tier 5 tome. Now we can start thinking about, like, how do we fill in gaps in our army? And I feel like we're missing a really good support unit for the Painbringer, for the Tormentor. I forget what it's called. So, like, let me have a look here. See, Mind Strikes. It's a range 1 called the Void. Reapers are tier 5 mythics with greater corpse consumption. Marked for Death is really damn good. Greater Reanimation. Let me see. Tome of the Great Transformation. We could start reanimating some Bone Dragons, but I just don't even think they're that good. Fetid Legion would give our melee capable units plus 10 hit points and weakening aura, which isn't terrible. We can't take Whiteborn. Desecrate Structure gives us soul income. Domain of Death would give us stability. Necrotic Spires summons zombies. Tome of Prophecies, pretty good. The Templar Fertility is like disgustingly good for growth. And the Nymph is a great tier 3 unit for supporting. The Tome of Artificing is just always a good one because it has like some really good late game abilities, namely Siege Magic, giving your unit Siege Breaker, which helps speed up sieges, and Artisan Armaments giving you like an insane amount of crit chance. Bolt Repeaters are also nice because of sieges. Like, this is just great if you want to do sieges. Considering I'm using racial units as my front line, I should consider things that buff my race. Now that's going to cover things like Tome of the Horde. Like if we want to get Spawnkin, Magical Wards would help us a lot, as would Staves of Warding. This would bring my Scalds up to like this. Like the combination of these two things will give us a huge amount of resist to magic. Like, it's disgusting how good this is. It would also give us some Astral points, and Astral is like one of those S tier. A lot of these abilities in Astral are like super, super good. So that's something to consider. We don't have room for a major racial transformation, only minor ones. Vessels of Chaos could be really good because we do actually inflict a lot of negative status effects. So this would have a lot of synergy with what we're doing. And Havoc Magic with our Warlocks would actually have a lot of synergy too, because we would randomly inflict negative status effects, which could mean that we would be pretty much always triggering plus 30% damage on our units. I think we do enough damage. Like, I think we're better off getting the Tome of Warding, because Staves of Warding plus Magical Wards basically lets you not ignore magic damage, but man does it help. So this is just a really good late game support ward. So I want Magical Wards here for my minor racial transformation. Actually, I want to quickly check my spells. Yeah, I have nothing kind of ready to cast. Maybe I should cast a Blood Moon Ritual. You know what? Let's do a Blood Moon Ritual. Let's get that casting. It'll take like 3 turns to cast, but that's fine. I'm going to force march you to the Sleeper Sanctuary, capture it for this, and then we can annex it. And that's going to get us a huge amount of extra souls, plus 1 soul for each hero in the crypt. Disgusting amounts of mana coming. We have ruined this city. There is some blood glass here, so there's an argument to be made to like rebuild it and then release it as a vassal, or like clear this, make an outpost. Let's just dismantle the ruins and make an outpost, and we'll start making our way south. So we met Tenebrious Shunla. I'm gonna just say we'll kill them. Honestly, at this point, we're just gonna kill them. I'm not interested in playing around in their games. They're nefarious, and I don't like it. In Grimrise, I think it would be good. I mean, the Painbringer is just such a strong unit for us, so let's grab that. Grimrise has produced the Crimson Court. Now, if I remember correctly, the Crimson Court gives us a huge empire-wide bonus. Yes. So tier 3, 4, and 5 units will gain regeneration, experience, and we get extra mana from our vassals and from raising. Sick. Vivisection. Ooh, it does damage and gives us knowledge. We can get the Room of Recall, Stygian Observers. Let's may as well get the Vendor. I don't know how we hadn't built that. Teleportation Circle spell allowing friendly armies to be teleported back to... Yeah, those would be good. It'd be good to get all of these. I'll just queue them up one at a time so that we can kind of dole out the cost. Blade Hollow Goddess. Yeah, okay. You got your walls. We don't necessarily need the outpost in there. We've got some ruined... Oh, I don't even know what happened up here. Okay, we're being pillaged over here. We will need to deal with... There's a lot of bullcrap. Okay, there's a lot of bullcrap sending stuff at us, and we are just like karate chopping in infinite directions. It's kind of like the vibe that we're working with right now. So I don't think it's necessary for us to go take out Shunla. Good God, that's a lot of military. We've got a lot of warfare ahead of us. Okay, Grindrise got its Vendor, Choke Point got its Overlord's Tower. Ugh, so much stuff coming. Let's build some ballista towers to defend you better. Dusk Fort got its ballista towers as well. It's still producing something else. You also finished your Warlock. Go ahead and produce me a Scald. I'm thinking 2 Painbringers, or maybe 3 Painbringers, 2 Warlocks, and a Scald is like a good setup. It's got like a thick front line with a good support. Interestingly, this stack of heroes... Okay, it's Frost Dragons. What's the weakest stack? Believe it or not, this stack with 2 dragons in it is the weakest stack he has in the area. But if we could take these heroes off them, that would be a huge win for us. So let's see if the auto combat might produce us like good results here. It's gone on for a while, which usually is bad. That's usually bad. Alright, I just unacceptable to lose my dragon. I've been babysitting this dragon since turn like 8, bro. Okay? You're not taking my dragon, okay? Oh, Mantle of the Blood Noble just triggered a bajillion times. This guy has so much health. Also, he should probably have natural regen too, right? Ooh. Right, don't you have natural regeneration now? Is that not a thing? Slaughter Empowerment X12. Razor Thorns. That's right, because you want to have... No, you gotta have one... That's right, you want to have one Rose Knight in every stack so you can get the Razor Thorns here. While this unit is in combat, all friendly undead units have Razor Thorns. Of course, that's where that comes from. You want to have 1 or 2 Rose Knights in your army just to get that Razor Thorns ability. It's very nice. Oh no, what's wrong with you guys? You're demoralized. Okay, that's not so bad. Oh man, he's got Warhounds. I think we just avoid this left side of the army. Tempted to send a couple of crappy like units off to the left. Every single one of these stacks is thick with like monstrously strong stuff. And I don't even have a Scald in this army to heal me up. I do have a ton of Painbringers, though, to, like, murk my enemies. What if you came forward and just, like, threw a little attack there to, you know, you get them all fired up. Send that zombie forward as well to debate the enemy. All right, what can you do? You can do a Grave March. That's actually pretty good. Especially if you Grave March, like, right there. Create a bunch of corpses in the area for them to walk into and then have a bad day. Have a bad day. Turn it around. We're going to play it safe with the dragon, keeping him back. Thorn Skeleton Militia, I'm going to be real with you. You mean nothing to me. Immortal, you mean nothing to me. Brewer Ogre, you kind of mean something to me. But it's not much. Let's see, can we get a scatter shot off? We could get a really tasty scatter shot off here. Kablam! Look at all those negative status effects. Okay, you're here to revive the hero because we did a really risky thing. I'm going to send you left and you left. And then everyone else is going to the right. What are you able to do? Rallying Cry. That would have been great. Do a little Rallying Cry. Okay, I think that's a good opener. Now, I do expect this hero to have a bad day. Ooh, big flamey. Ooh, big frosty. Yeah, good kill. Oh, wow. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of nuts. Oh, this is a ranged unit? I thought this was like a siege weapon that ran forward and like melee attacked. Oh, Rock Titan. Oh, he's slapping. This is why we have the Necromancer who can run forward and heal. It's the doggo. You got taunted. That's terrible. Perfect. Missed away. Couldn't have gone better. This guy gets taunted. He runs forward. He slaps him. Let's see. What do we got here? All enemies become blind and weakened. Okay, I like that. Battlefield reanimation. That's a nice one. I think I'm going to drop a fat withering mist right now. Just for that, you know, big potential. So my ruler is here. We could exhume undead somewhere. Let me see. Let me see what the situation is here on the right. Exhume an undead right there. Yeah, let's exhume an undead right there. Charge strike to the booty. We can get a good flank on this guy. Bam. Bam. You could do some serious damage to this berserker. Potential finish, or just get big damage on this guy. Get the big damage, please. Oh, look at that. Flanked and pranked. Raise that thorned skeleton mage. Then poke this guy. Kajab. Come forward and shoot him. Now, we need to kind of figure out how do we get, like, strategic superiority in this area. Probably an exhume undead right here. The Banshee's Wail does a lot of morale damage. A little bit of AoE. Nice. On my ruler, we could exhume undead as well. It's not quite as good a tile. If we sprint forward a single tile, we might get a better cast off on exhume undead. Right there. Those 3 melee strikes on him. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Painbringer would like to teleport. Could free teleport over here. Oh, you can't teleport behind. Can you? You nibble on this guy. Go with you first. Can you please get this kill? Don't let him live. Yes. Blood parasite. Nibble attack. Now you're a trampler. Trample him. Charge strike that enemy hero. Just put him in a zone of control so they have to waste an attack on you. Teleport into this dog's dead zone. Thank you. Got the blood parasite. Eat that corpse. We've got a thorned skeleton mage. Shooty, shooty, shooty. Resisted everything. Oh, no, we got a little bit. We got a little bit of blood. Way to turn. Way to turn. I think with all of our summons, we've set ourselves up for a good next turn. Let's see what they do. Let's see. Show me what you got. Okay, you nibble on my ogre. You do a big AoE over here. Oh, you kill him. That's rough. Oh, a sundering shot. Oh, no, I'm so scared. Oh, big tremor. Oh, that was actually really huge. They're equipping the sundering shot. He's nibbling on one of my bros. He's going to shoot him. Oh, no. If only... Oh, no. It's not like I can resurrect all my units. Oh, God. He got a little killing momentum. Very nice. Oh, he's got him. Oh, he didn't actually finish him. Don't you worry about that. I'll get you. I don't even think this was a very good turn for them. If I'm going to be real with you, this was only an okay turn for them. Like, I think I could drop a Grave March. Like, look at that. I could drop a Battlefield reanimation right now, and it would, like, go crazy. But if I do a Tears of the Crimson Sovereign first, and then do the Battlefield reanimation next turn, that'll go supernova. Like, that'll go ultra instinct crazy style. I need to get some kills. What do you got in terms of stuff? You have a Rose Knight. That's actually pretty good because they're able to wake up stuff and get me a charge attack in there. Lovely. Nice explosion. Soften this guy up. Get me this kill, Banshee. Thank you. Now, we are crumbling on this side. I will kind of admit that. 60% chance of dominating. I'll take it. Failed. Finger of death. 60% chance of death. Oh, yeah. We got him. He got. Go nibble on this guy so he can't support as easily. Okay, nobody's on low energy. You could do a pretty tasty blood parasite. Swibble swabble. Jloop. Get yourself a little healing. Go ahead and hit this guy. We need to lower his morale a little. It's already super low. I'll bring a Painbringer over to whip this guy in the back. Nibble upon the dragon. Come on forward. Whip him twice. Pow. Pow. Come on. Tormenting Lash. Yeah! Nibble. 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 We're a nibbling house right here. Pa-pow. Pa-pow. You gotta make the sound effects, even though the game has them. It's like one of the rules. I don't make the rules. I just know the rules, okay? I think we'll get behind this guy so that we can start working on him. These guys over here are just really distracted. That's fine. I think you're gonna summon me a Rose Knight right here, who is gonna charge strike this guy, pow, in the back for a flank attack. Oh yeah, nibble. Get that nibble in. We gotta get our nibbles in, dude. Let's keep my dragon safe. It's a high value target that isn't that well defended. I just don't wanna suffer. Ooh. Ooh, big damage. I really don't think they're going to do much to us. based on the situation. They have a couple of heroes left, but like I think we can take those on with our Painbringers. Painbringer's crazy. Whoa, a dragon just came back in charge, but I'm in charge of it. That's crazy. Yeah, let's do the battlefield reanimation now. Because now it's like, excuse me? I thought I'd killed all these units. And it's like, nope. Now you got to kill them again. So let me use my Painbringer to finish this guy off. All right, that's him sorted. Let me swing around here with my hero. Can I finish this Houndmaster? Come on. Beautiful. We'll get our decaying zombies in on this tank. Beautiful. This Corrupt Soul is a summon. So it's probably going to go soon. Rather make use of the Rose Knights. Let's teleport you forward. Can you do a Tormenting Lash? Yes, you can. It's the power of killing momentum. Raise Undead. Turn him into a little decaying zombie. That's a humiliating outcome. Okay, perfect. We're controlling the right side of the battle extremely well, I feel. Got random ass splitterlings in my army too now. I don't even know what's happening anymore. So I don't know how I have a Frost Dragon. Just don't know where that came from. Let's get behind. Melee strike. This Banshee disappears next turn. Can I Finger of Death someone? No, you can't. Just fire your Cruel Bolts. You could teleport forward and then whip this boy. Pow, pow, pow. Come on, give him the nibble. Give him the death nibble. I need you to tail whip this structure and also empty this out so he explodes, killing my enemy. No, didn't quite work. Okay, I need you to kill this, whatever it is. Thank you. And then I can teleport you over this and get you up to whip him twice. Not even a kill, it's a steadfast. Come on. Beat that little guy. Oh, you can hit your own dudes for health. I never thought of that before. It's actually genius. Rallying cry. Do not die. Raise these corpses. Yeah, give me those zombies. Quake before my mastery. Jesus, look how many summons I have. That's actually outrageous. The March of the Grave is complete. I think we'll do another Withering Mist. Do we need to? No, let's do a Tears of the Sovereign. Let the blood rain down. Lovely, we've got a Thorned Skeleton Militia in the back of this guy who can poke away at him. We've got a Blood Maggot we can nibble upon him with. We've got a Charge Strike we can do as well. Quite a few zombies surrounding him. Nice, lovely crit hits there. We've also got this. Shoot him in the back, hopefully getting to kill. Perfect. We need to deal with a couple of these guys. Sanguine Bolt him. Go ahead and chop him down to size. Don't let him escape. I'll send my Painbringers to the east. Try and get a Tormenting Lash on him. Perfect. When I say east, sorry, I meant west. I meant the total opposite of what I said. My apologies. So this entire side is completely clear. I'm not going to bother moving most of my units. I'm only going to move what makes sense to move. Can you run up here and get a Draining Bite to heal yourself? Perfect. Maybe I could get a Painbringer in on this. No, but I can definitely do a Tormenting Lash. Might get me the kill. Perfect. In terms of ruler, raise that Blood Maggot from the dead and get a little zombie up here to control this guy's zone of control. So he can only retreat this way. Let's see, can I get a shot unit? I can get a charge off. Walk 2 tiles, shoot twice, kill those nerds, blow the mines. Yeah, I don't care about any of these units. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. I don't want to have to move every single character. I don't think that's necessary. Looks like this guy over here died. We've got the enemy ruler on the run. Let's teleport adjacent and whip him. We'll go for a Tormenting Lash. Oh yeah, it was a 5% chance, that one. Do need to kill this. Let's get behind him and flank him, making it harder for him to retreat this direction. Flying units are really good for that reason. If you get up here and you can kill him, that'd be amazing. Okay, so that's all enemies dead except for their ruler. They only have one person left. Let's hit her with the Investiture of Chaos. She got slowed. All right, that's it. Yeah, these Painbringers are crazy, dude. I love them. Oh, they're shooting us. Oh, no. Okay, I need you to... Blood Maggot, get out of the way. So I need you to phase to here. I need you to phase to here. Get up here and slap this guy. Then whip him. Absolutely not. I want to suck the marrow from their bones. I'm not going to let them flee. Why would I let them flee when I can absolutely devour them? Okay, we lost a Tyrant Knight and a Brewer Ogre. Oh no. I think we got a much better outcome. Plus, it was a lot of fun to fight that battle. We got some souls, we got some gold, we got some knowledge and some mana, got some experience for Stybor, although he doesn't need it anymore. I'm not going to bother recruiting any of these things. A lot of people in the comments are like, oh my god, he's deleting tier 4 items, and I'm like, I just don't think these items are that good. I don't think these tier 4 items, I don't think they're that good, man. I think the items that I'm making are better. This one's pretty good. Like, I'm going to melt all this down. Oh, I do like the vampire squad. No, I'll take it. I'll take it. It says risky battle. I don't think this is a risky battle. I think this is a very clean auto-resolve. Unfortunately, I can't lose the dragon. It's a mission critical. Like, it is the mascot of my army. The dragon has been there since turn 8. I can't let it die. Oh, they're all like grouped up and stuff. I'm going to pull my immortals back to a safe distance. I'll move Millennia the Disciplined over, and I'll get a nice rally buff off him. Skadoosh. Big damage, resistance. We'll scuttle away with you. Now, I am very fond of memeing forward with my hero and firing a scatter shot, even if they will die. I find that to be highly Arius. Ruler, do a little grave march over there. Perfect. And yeah, we'll call that the end of the turn. We'll see what the enemy cooks up for us here. Now, they don't have a ruler, and I don't think you can cast spells if your ruler's dead. Might be a thing. Oh, look at that. He tried to nibble us, but we had missed away. Get misted. Ouchies. Oucherino. Oh, mamma mia. Okay, we have to cast Withering Mist first. It just feels like the right thing to do. In terms of my ruler, summoning an undead unit right in the middle of all of these enemy units also feels great. It is a corrupt soul. They set me up for like one of the tastiest putrid breaths ever. So I'm going to take that. That was big. That felt good. Let's teleport over here so we can train this dragon. Animation Studios, take note. This is how you train your dragon. Whoopah! Whoopah! Let's summon a Rose Knight. Charge Strike on the dog. Do a little Blood Boil. Oh, nom, 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 nom. Oh. You have been deceived. Who is that scrabbling at my chamber door? Is that Bunny? Are you scrabbling at my door? I closed it because you were being annoying. Thinking of moving here. Can I teleport to a good position? I can teleport here, and then I'll Tormenting Lash this guy. Okay, we have a skeleton. I'll be really annoying and put this guy into his zone of control. Oh yeah, that's perfect. AoE Siphon. Nom 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 nom. Teleport forward and then whip this guy 3 times in the face. Can we get a Finger of Death here? 44% chance. Pow! This Bone Wyvern's actually going to annihilate this Warhound. Get him! And I have claimed the soul of this Frost Wyvern somehow. I think the domination went off. We will have to revive that hero. We do have the technology. Do keep that in mind. That hero got taken out, but we do have the technology to... Ooh, he's feisty. So what have we lost? We lost a hero. We lost a couple of Thorn Skeletons. I super don't care about losing Thorn Skeletons. I do care about... Let's see, we could whip them twice. Or if we step once and teleport, we could whip twice in a flank. Could you kill that for me? Need to kill this guy. Also, could I just say, the battlefield reanimation, it looks like a zombie making an L on his forehead. He's like, losers! I'm getting revived. Let's do Tears of the Crimson Sovereign. Let me summon a Rose Knight for the purpose of this kill. Okay, he's done. And then we can revive Malak the Exact. Shoot this guy. 50-50 shot, we kill him. Get zonked, nerd. I honestly don't know what zonked means. I think we exhume undead in between these guys. We get the Banshee to whale. Big damage. Big morale bomb. Plus a Blood Leech. I would love to get flanking on this. I can't quite tell. Okay, you're facing this way. So if I teleport here, I should get flank on you. Are you immune to flank? Do you have Watchful or something? You get 3 Draining Strikes, completely breaking their morale. Melee strike this guy. He teleports away. That's fine. It technically counts as a kill. Go whip this guy into shape. Thank you. Exhume the undead. Thank you, my little Rose Knight. All right, let's charge strike with you so that we do big damage. We would love to get the kill on you. I don't know if we will. We might get you to rout. I wouldn't mind getting up into the Zoc here. Wyvern-wise, move that over there. Yeah, these guys have fled to safe distance. Yeah, I think that's fine. Taking some hits across the board, but it's nothing too crazy. They do have torment stacks on them, so they're taking damage on their turn. Crimson Sovereign triggered. I could cast Awaken the Undead to get my units. I don't think I need to. Teleport forward, hit this guy 3 times. Pow, pow, pow. He's having a terrible day. Getting critical striked, joy siphoned. Come forward. I know it's only a 5% chance to hit, but it should still have a good chance of doing some damage. And then if I can get Wyvern behind. Oh, not quite. Okay, I just need like a little bit more damage. Give me an Agonize. Kill that hero. He had Steadfast. Oh, that's so annoying. Ruler. Nay. Charge Strike. Pow. Done. Warhound. Nibbled. You are fleeing because you're having a terrible day. Oh, shoot. I could tell. Dude, these Painbringers are so mobile. And that's not like me saying like, oh, they're so mobile. Like that's like some kind of word. Oh, man, I just whipped my own dude. That means like, oh, they're, you know, it's like, oh, welcome to So Mobile. No, it's like they have great mobility, man. Okay, so there's something that's kind of alive but not alive over here, and it's really confusing. I'm just not going to look at that too hard. Okay, hero killed themselves. Battle's over. I don't even know if we lost anything. We got a bunch of resources back. Lovely. I mean, we just completely annihilated them. Some hardy armor. I mean, that's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. Disenchant. At this point, I'm disenchanting purely because of how mad it makes people in the comment section. Like, that is the actual reward when I press that button. Not the loot. That's secondary. If anything, that's not even a priority for me. Okay, Millennia the Disciplined has leveled up. We were going for more defensively oriented stuff, so we'll just pick up another defense level. We've got Malak the Exact who leveled up. I think we were going to go for the kill because that means you're fully finished in terms of your leadership. Perfect. Then Ruler Tiana Ray, Greyblood is withdrawn to the Astral Void. Okay, we captured a bunch of people. I love it when animals are excited and they run like they zoom around your house real fast. I think it's adorable, man. Oh my god, look at my crypt income. That's insane. 640 mana, 480 research, and 240 skulls. We do want 1 Tyrant Knight for our stacks. It's always good to have 1. I'm gonna be real with you. I actually think that like rabbits and cats are like the same kind of ninja. All right, Blood Moon Ritual, boom, let's do it. And what I mean by they're the same kind of ninja is like you'll just hear them, right? It's like that. You know that meme in like horror movies where something skitters by the protagonist at the like foreground of the camera and he doesn't really see what it is, but he hears them. I feel like if you're playing PC, like animals just do that, but especially cats and rabbits, dude. They're just like skitter, skitter, skitter right beneath your nose, and you're like, what the fuck was that thing? All right, I'm gonna delete this bat because it uses up money. We do have the Blood Moon. Blade Hollow produced a warlock. Keep producing warlocks for me, please. Dievo Vec can annex another province. I think we said we wanted to get another farm if we could. So let me build that farm right there. That blocks in Hollow, but more importantly, it boosted the Masonic Hall. We could get a 3rd forester as well, which would be great, as we'd be able to continue to develop the city really quickly. It does have a morale penalty, so a tavern, it'd be great alongside the bathhouse. So we'll get both of those going. Now, I'm interested in getting down here and putting this city under siege. So let's put Sunless Court to siege. Before I do that, though, I'm going to grab a +1 siege project. That'll make my sieges more successful. So this will take 3 turns. If I were to headlong assault it, I could get it done in 2. But the problem is Exhausted sucks. So I'm going to do Revels of Blood, Onagers, Harass the Defenders, and then Tower Bombardment. Yeah, we'll blast those towers. And then we need to get our armies down there. I suppose I could make a hero stack. Like, those slap. If I bring a Scald with my heroes and a Necromancer. So let's get you down in the underground and get to work pillaging. Even if you don't succeed, it's not that important. What's the saying? It ain't that deep, bro. That's what she said. That's what she said. I'm going to start deleting a few units here to open up my income to higher tier units potentially. Okay, nice. We produced a Hardy Crown. So I'm going to keep crafting the Hardy Crown for now to keep improving my hero's capabilities. Stybor here. You, good sir, are going to be going from the Resistant Crown to the Hearty Crown. An extra 10 HP for you, sir, making you that much stronger. Like, at this point, with how much she's skittering around at my feet, the bunny that is, I fully expect to, like, look down and see scintillating eyelids and just, like, skitter for it to like make all these weird noises. Yes, we finished researching magical wards. This is huge, especially the fire resistance, because if we take a look at our faction, we actually have a vulnerability to fire. So instead of actually having what they should have is a 27% resistance, we only have a 10% resistance. That's a huge reduction. So this is going to make us way more resistant to magic. So we'll start casting magical wards. It will take 2 turns to cast. In terms of our next research, let's see, Stone Spirit, Enchanted Crow Companion. I don't plan to use this. Let's do a shuffle. I could also get for Gold Ancient Wonder. I'll grab Gold Ancient Wonder Binding. It's fine. All right, let's yoink this Silent Tomb. I'm pretty sure we can clear this out with these stacks of Immortals. Hopefully. Yeah, boom. Give me those loots. Okay, I want to build the Vampire Castle Teleportation Circle and the Stygian Observers, which is this castle now fully finished. It's making 500 gold per turn, which is insane, by the way. Okay, we want to claim this Blood Glass, so let us build an outpost here. Good job. So Choke Point got its defense here. We'll grab the vendor. Yeah, let's go to tier 4. Blade Hollow has built a bathhouse which would have boosted its morale. Weird, there must have been like a patch that like gave me access to vendors or something. I'm gonna get to work on my Black Palaces for the city stability, the income, and the ability to recruit tier 4 units. That will hopefully help me with drafting my armies. Tiana wants peace. I don't do peace. We have breached the walls in Denvalton. Which of these stacks is the weakest? It looks like this Blood Exarch stack. Which stack is the weakest? The one with the tier 5 mythic in it. Jesus Christ, that's so much tier 4 spam. Alright, hopefully hoping auto-resolve. Coping. Oh, that's a long... Oh, can we accept that? I don't want to have to fight this battle. We just recruit a bunch. We'll skelly spam them. Hit them with the skelly spam. We'll just spam skellies at them. All right, let's clear them out. Cleaned. Got it. Honestly, we get so many resources from raising. Like, why don't we just raise everything? I guess that's the playstyle that they want to encourage. Well, where am I taking these skellies next? All right, so we bound an Ancient Wonder. Summoning a Corrupt Soul isn't bad. We could research the Age of Shadow. I'm a shuffle. Ooh... Fallen Angel. Tier 5 Corrupted Bolt, Ray of Corrupt. I don't even remember which book this comes from, but that's sick. Oh, Blood Exarch. Come on, we have to take the Blood Exarch. Hufflepuff the Charger has leveled up. Do we want Killing Momentum? Well, we definitely want Vampirific Flight. Having flying and extra evasion is super good. The Shop of Secrets has come. All right, what do you sell? I've already explored the world. I know everything. Oh, I guess we could attack him. That'd be cool. All right, let's go capture the Temple of the God Ear. Oh no, you need to have a hero unit to do that. Whoops. I will force march to capture this. Oh, no one explored it. It's a goddamn Astra. Perfect. I don't care that a Skald was killed. We can get some souls. Ooh, yeah, Imperium for sure. We will send our skeletons to Embergate next. Okay, we've created a late game NPC stack, and what I mean by that is this is a stack that doesn't need a hero. Ideally, we would replace this with we'd replace the Rose Knight with a hero or something, or one of the Warlocks. But this should be able to handle most of what the AI can throw at us, and so it should be a really good defend the land stack. All right, let's get another Painbringer, a Painbringer, and a Rose Knight. Keeping the recruitment going. You just guard that tunnel for me. Thank you. We've got the Siege of Sunless Court underway. She's got a ton of heroes there, but she won't have that much of an army when we get around to taking it out. Good job, you built an outpost. Dievavec got its Masonic Hall. Beautiful. We got some more Blood Glass. There's magical wards. We're now super resistant to magic damage. Huge. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking really good. In theory, I could be recruiting tier 2s like Warlocks. Okay, Summon Blood Exarch is finished. I would like to summon a Blood Exarch now. So let's begin that spell. It's quite expensive. 150 gold, 300 mana, and 300 casting points. It's going to take like 2 turns to cast. 3 technically if you count the total amount of casting points that we have. Okay, so the Temple of the God Ear does give mana. Let's build an outpost right there so that we can claim the Temple of the God Ear. And then we're going to head to the north with our wonderful stacks of skeleton. Oh, cool. We got a Liege Guard. That'll actually be really useful for protecting this hero. Surprisingly useful. Stupid umbral nests. Okay, so let's take Tyrannica the Beacon, 2 of these Painbringers, a Rose Knight, plus a Scald, plus a Warlock. That feels like a stack. I'm going to start deleting these Immortals in favor of moving my army composition in a different direction. The idea is I just don't have to micro as many units. I don't know what to do with these shrieking bats. I would really love to do an animal-based vampire playthrough. I think that could be a lot of fun. And I have a kind of an idea that I've been cooking up. I kind of chatted to my wife about it. And we came up with this idea of basing it on not the early Dracula novels, but Carmilla, which was actually, it came out before Dracula. The OG vampire stuff where instead of turning into bats, they actually turn into panthers, or like these giant black cats. So we might be cooking with something there. We might be able to get something to happen. Sunless Court is now available for siege. I think it would be good if I moved Malak the Exact into this stack and took stronger units. Let me take out one of these warlocks, put in a Scald. You have a necromancer. Let me give you a corrupted soul. Then let's step in and assault. We've got 7k worth of army stack, so we shouldn't have any problems auto-resolving this. The final showdown, boom, dead, bunch of resources, love it. Another player obliterated. Could recruit a berserker. I'm going to dismiss him. So we're going to spend some money to gain the Imperium. I think that's always worth it. Tyenna Greyblood has been defeated. We're very close to a military victory. Let's make sure that we raise this city. It's worth 2,400 gold, 3,000 mana, plus another 200 mana, plus another 1,500 gold, plus another 200 knowledge. Yeah, just disgustingly good once you snowball. I find that there's like this tipping point in Age of Wonders 4 that once you tip over that point, like you're quite unstoppable. Now, in theory, we could go through the underground to get over to here, but I think we're just going to do a surface crusade to the east. So let me get my stacks up and moving to our future destination. And our goal is to basically run all the way east and take out Valor's End, which is under siege. The game could end actually quite a bit sooner than I was expecting if my ally takes out another ruler's throne, which would be the first time in a strategy game that I've ever had a useful ally, multiplayer or single player. Yes, there are people watching, potentially editing this video, who would be mad that I said that. And you know what? Deal with it. But legitimately, he might actually just kill her here and then we win the game. Unless did he break our alliance? No, we still have an alliance. He just broke our vision treaty for some reason. He's not planning to betray me, I hope. Surely not. He wouldn't betray me at the last hurdle, right? Not at the moment of our victory. Oh, speaking of moment of victory, our ally was actually useful and killed another player for me. Oh yeah, turn 127 victory. Show me this journey. I think this is a cool idea, but this is like one of the most useless post game maps ever. I'm gonna be real with you. I love that it's here. I just wish it got a little more development time. In particular, the fact that like it doesn't remember when roads. How can you not remember the roads? Come on. Although it is really cool. Like you can see, like me and this other guy, like we formed a friendship. Like here, I want to say, and then the fact that we had friends just meant that we could expand. Black and purple. I got very lucky that someone was willing to chill with me this game. Damn. The fact that my ally didn't have to fight me really helped his economy. That's what I'm choosing to interpret from this. His economy was crazy. Oh man, did I just win off his coattails? No, like I did pretty good. I was pretty good. I think I could kill this guy. It would just be a matter of time. How am I ranked 3rd in diplomacy, bro? Everyone's dead. That's crazy. Stybor Erebus has proven worthy to ascend. I'm going to let him ascend. And in terms of his ascension trait, I'm going to give him Torment and Pain in a 1 hex radius. He's going to give people Torment, although I do like the idea of the Blood Pest. But Torment and Pain just sounds really good. All right, sick. We got a bunch of Pantheon points. We did get 10. So let's go have a look at some of these rewards. There are some cool stuff in here. Esoteric Dragon Head. Oh, there's more pages now. Oh, hello. The Wheel of Ages banner. Garlic. Ooh, Apex Predators. Gain food when pillaging a province. Gain food when successfully raising a city per province improvement it has. Gain food when migrating. Vassals give food per pop. That's really cool. Starting units gain +1 rank. Apex Predator is pretty cool. I'd like to unlock that. Ooh, pull shot. Unlocks the pull shot infusion. Well, let's unlock that. And then we've got the Pierce Shot infusion. Let's unlock that infusion. So we've got 2 more points. Inspiring Presence and the Wail of the Banshee. Let's get both of those. So we've just unlocked a whole bunch of new stuff, which is really cool. In fact, I've unlocked about half the stuff that you can unlock in the game. So I've still got a lot of work to do to fully fill out my Pantheon, but I've made really good progress. Lots of really cool stuff in here. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. Like, we were victorious, we defeated many empires, we defeated so many heroes, we gained so many levels, we conquered a bunch of cities, we forged a bunch of items, we cleared a lot of ancient wonders, we made friends with free cities, bunch of tomes unlocked. Very cool. Very cool game. Had a lot of fun. These are the heroes I've won games with. You've got Queek Headtaker. He was one of the OGs way back. I think this was the guy I played at launch. Thundara Herald, Ashenel the Lawbringer. Remember, I'm sure some of these guys were in series that people remember. Jamustraza, Emeraldborn, we're going to get the second. Leonidas. Yeah, that was super fun. I had a great time with Age of Wonders 4. Once again, I'm going to give you a little sneako peeko at the build that I was considering. There was kind of 2 builds that I was cooking, okay? Basic concept, we go with feline, but we change the desert adaptation. We also need to take the careless flaw because cats are kind of careless, right? We take sneaky for the flanking. So we got the cat theme, right? We're sneaky, we're athletic, and we're careless. Then we take primal. That was my go to bed alarm. The primal ash sabertooth, because we're cat people, right? Because that was in the original, in the OG Carmilla, right? Which came out 25 years before Dracula. They turned into giant black cats. So we go with the ash sabertooth. We take fabled hunters, because cats are awesome hunters. And then purely because we're going to take a vampire leader, we consider taking reclaimers, because this actually has really good synergy with fabled hunters, because you get more resources from clearing infestations, ancient wonders, and resource nodes. And ancient reclaimers gives you binding essence and fragments when you clear infestation spawners, ancient wonders, and yada yada blah blah blah, right? You get stuff. More importantly, you start with the item forge, right? Which that's going to be important later. In terms of tomes, we go with the Tome of Beasts because we're doing a beast run, we're doing an animal run. We go with the Elder Vampire Hybrid. I'll customize all the visuals and stuff later. But we were going to go probably like a ranger with floating daggers just because it has like insane aura, even though it's probably trash. And this combo has a very, very, very important piece of synergy built into it. So yeah, we're primal, we have all this stuff. So there's a bunch of ways that it's synergistic, right? But the most important is right from the get-go, if we can get thralls, we can start recruiting Doombats, which are animals, right? The synergy with the Beast's Tome. Now, these Doombats are actually undead as well, so they do have some negative resistance. But the Vampire Spider Hatchling, that's not undead. This is just a good tier 1 animal unit with an evolution trait. That potential Tome of Evolution synergy. The Vampire Speeder Matriarch is really good. The Shrieking Bat is pretty good, although this again is undead. We might stick mostly to the non-undead animals. But yeah, this is like a ton of synergy here. In addition, the Animist here. Okay, so this is a Fire Blasting, Spiritual Healing, Primal Sabertooth. If we go down the green promotion tree, not on our ruler, but on some of our other guys, we will have like cool stuff there. I haven't figured out exactly what class works here. Like Ritualist or Ranger feels right for this kind of build, but I don't even know if floating daggers are that good. But yeah, I think there's a lot of potential here, especially as we get like deeper into the tomes. I mean, like, you've got wild speakers here that can conjure animals, unleash the beast. They're not great, but some of the later stuff that you can unlock would be sick. I don't know, man. I think there's something to this idea. I would like to do this in a future run. Do like an Ashland kitty cat run. That is the thing about Age of Wonders 4 is pretty much every time I finish a run, I kind of want to start another one. And I think that's like the sign of a really good game. Anyway, I'm going to call that the end of the series and the end of this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys had a blast as much as I did playing it. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!